Hello, today is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. I'm on the sixth floor of Apgujeong building near Apgujeong station in Seoul. As I told you, I started to work at a KT office at Apgujeong this Monday. I have to be here in Seoul for foreseeable future, like 1 or 2 more years until I can go back to Gwangju, where I used to work for 16 years. Before the 16 years, I worked in Seoul for 14 years. So it's basically I came back to Seoul. This time, same as a salesman. I was a salesman for KT for the 16 years in Gwangju. But now I will be the same sales representative for KT here in Seoul. After I made the decision to come back to Seoul, I felt miserable. I felt guilty because all my family members are in Gwangju. And also 16 years in Gwangju, that means my life was well structured, well organized back in Gwangju. But I have to desert all those amenities, all those familiar relationships and friendships and all sorts of things. And I was quite miserable. I felt I made a terrible decision, a panicky decision or a hasty decision. But what happened was what happened, right? It's all under the bridge. So I am trying to look forward the bright future for the next 1 year or 2 years. But sometimes I go back and wallish in the misery of being terrible in hasty decision making and judgment. But let's find out what we can do about our guilt trip, poor judgment, or hindsight bias, and so on. As I promised, I always try to read an English article of 30 minutes length, 20 minutes to 30 minutes on a daily basis. And this one is for you today. How can I get over my feelings of guilt and regret after making a bad decision? Julian Terhorst, owner, coach at the Confident Connection. By realizing that one decision says nothing about your identity, who you are as a person, and that you can always start off fresh. You can always start off fresh. Saying something stupid doesn't mean you are stupid. You can say something wise next time. You can always start off fresh. Eating or drinking something unhealthy doesn't mean you are unhealthy. You can eat or drink something healthy next time. Messing up on a date or a social situation doesn't mean you are a mess up. Mess up, start afresh. I have a little bit of cold coming down, right? Start afresh. 우리 KT 저기 messing up, right? Messing up on a date or a social situation doesn't mean you are a mess up. You will do better next time. The more you can stay kind to yourself, accepting yourself for not being perfect, the more you can give yourself a second chance. Treat yourself as you would treat a good friend. No worries, next time better. No worries, next time better. Julia, the Confident Connection, that's good. It's comforting message You are not a mess up, right? And you can start off fresh anytime, right? Be kind to yourself. What type of current account failures? That's an advertisement. Originally answered, how do I overcome the guilt feeling after I made a very bad decision which made my life unbelievably horrible? I have a few tips that might be helpful. Forgive yourself. Try to learn from it. Ask for forgiveness. Start fresh. Start afresh. Try to learn. Forgive yourself. Remember that we all make mistakes at some point in our lives. And that doesn't mean we should carry the weight of those mistakes on our shoulders. We all make mistakes at some point in our lives. That's cliche. So just remember, it's a part of being human. Forgive yourself and move on. Remember, you have not done something new that has never been done by anyone before. Remember, you have not done something new that has never been done by anyone before. Try to learn from it. Every mistake we make has something to teach us. It's an experience added to your journey. So draw the lessons and shut that door. So draw the lessons and shut the door. That's a good term. That's good cliche, right? So draw the lessons and shut that door. Ask for forgiveness. If you did something that hurt someone, ask for forgiveness from them and mean it. That will give you a sense of relief. And if they don't forgive you as soon, recall tip number 1. Start afresh. It's never too late to start over. So whatever is it that you did that changed your life, you can still start over and make it better again. Lastly, just remember that that's life. It's all a series of mistakes, experiences, and starting over. Mistakes are not the end of life. You can do this. Mistakes are not the end of life. Right? Mistakes are not the end of life. I hope this helps. How do I overcome react grade performance issues? That's originally answered, what should I do if I made a bad decision and really regret it? Did you deliberately make bad decision? Did you deliberately choose failure in life? I really doubt that any person would ever deliberately make wrong decisions. We always take decisions using our best abilities, but often the decision goes wrong and we suffer. Let me give you an example. I purchased a flat in 2012 in Noida after doing market survey for over 2 months. The flat was to be handed over to me in 2014, and we got it for a price of around Rs 60 EX. It was a great deal, and many friends complimented me for my decision then. However, my decision turned out to be a bad decision because the flat was delivered to me in 2018, 4 years behind in the schedule due to financial problems of the builder. The prices of the flats have come down in real terms, and today the same flat is available at Rs 55 EX. If I would have invested that same amount in bank, I would have got around Rs 1 crores by now, and I would have purchased a same flat for just Rs 55 EX and saved Rs 45 EX. Should I repent for my decision of investing money in real estate? which cost me a loss of Rs 45 EX? Would the things change if I repent? The answer is no. Should I learn from my mistake and stop making investment in real estate in future? The answer is again no, because this may be the best time to make such investment because real estate may go up in the future. In 2012, I would not have foreseen that there would be a slump in the real market. I guess a real estate market, or that there would be demonetization or GST, which would adversely affect the real estate prices. As a matter of fact, an identical decision fetched me a good profit in the past. I purchased a flat in 1999 for Rs 12 EX, which was sold in 2012 for Rs 80 EX. There I made a huge profit of over 550%. I considered myself smart when I purchased a flat in 1999, and everyone complimented me for my decision. However, I now feel that I was just lucky then because I invested at the right time and the market factors turned out to be in my favor. The market factors turn out to be in my favor. The market factors turn out to be in my favor, right? The market factors turn out to be in my favor. It is important to understand that we can just make decisions based on our best understanding of the subject. However, the success of decision depends on many variables, most of which are beyond our control. Hence, there is no point blaming yourself for taking wrong decision because you did not take the wrong decision deliberately. Your decision turned out to be wrong due to the factors beyond your control. You must learn the lessons of this so-called bad decision and move ahead. One of the greatest lessons that we should learn is to not give undue credit to yourself when you succeed in life. You must never forget that your success, like your failures, depends on so many other people and factors which are beyond your control. You should thank your chance luck when you succeed. You should similarly learn to make your chance luck responsible when you fail despite your best attempt. Anashuka Baid. Let me read this one. I know it's difficult to deal with regret, whether you hurt someone else or yourself. The thing is, it's done. It's over. It only exists in your memory and mind now. As useless as thinking about what you ate for lunch yesterday, you feel guilty, bad, etc. because you keep thinking about it in this negative way, shaming or belittling yourself over something that's over and done only keeps you stuck and trapped, right? Trapped in this crappy place and doesn't help anything. What you can do about it now? What can you learn from these mistakes? How can you make sure you don't do it again? Do you need to apologize to someone, let go because there's nothing you can do, or make something right? We all make mistakes. Horrid, stupid, silly, hurtful, dumbass mistakes. Dumbass mistakes, right? Horrid, stupid, silly, hurtful, dumbass mistakes. Dumbass. Everyone. The thing is, hurtful. You are already aware enough and conscious enough to want to be different, to move on. That's a bigger step than you realize. If you were to not care, or if you blamed others, or if you denied you made a mistake, you'd be a narcissist, and you aren't. You are capable of insight and growth and change, and you are going to make this right within yourself. Forgive yourself. Find out why it happened and what you need to change to make sure things like that won't happen again. Be honest with yourself and others, even if it's hard. Tackle the fears of what holds you back, and you will be proud of yourself for each step you make. The only moment that really exists is now. The rest is the jerk in your head. The part of you that talks to you and makes judgments, saying things like you always screw things up, you are a bad person, etc. Making you feel bad about something you can't go back in time to fix, and worry about what will happen next. The thoughts of it won't work out. I will always do that. There's no hope, etc. All you can do now is work on things now that will lead to growth, change, forgiveness, evolving, and learning from your mistakes. What can you do about it? The rest is thoughts in your head you need to change or ignore, and you can do it. 조용한 데서 읽을 때가 사람들 왔다 갔다 해요. Regret originates from guilt. This is John Ho. Guilt is a type of belief system. Bad decisions are results from a combination of inexperience, lack of wisdom, position from weakness, and feeling powerless. Belief systems can be destroyed and rebuilt back up. For change, one must let go of the past in order to make room for the future new belief. Here's how. Watch a YouTube food video. Notice how the Watch a YouTube food video. Notice how the chef prepares all the ingredients beforehand and puts everything together to cook up a dish. Dish doesn't just sit there. We eat well. Now, the reason why you carry the feelings of regret. Cook up a dish. Dish doesn't just sit there. You eat well. I don't know what that means. Now, the reason why you carry the feelings of regret is that your mental and emotional ingredients of past bad decisions are still on you. You need to put all the ingredients together and plate them up, then give it all away, trash. One way to do this is to write out on paper all the bad decisions, own it, feel it, settle with it, then perform a metaphorical funeral. say a few words and literally bury the paper into the ground. Right? Many advices from not native speakers, I guess. The names are all foreign, not Americanish. This one is regret must be one of the most common feelings people endure. We all regret the mistakes of the past, some more than others. This is one of those areas in life where we are required to make a choice about how we live our lives. On the other hand, lies the choice of continuing to regret decisions and mistakes, allowing them to haunt not only our past, but our present and our future. Or we can go through the situation and make restitution and apologies when appropriate, and then we must forgive ourselves. Restitution. This last step is so important. Sometimes we are so quick to forgive others, but then don't do the same for ourselves. I must admit, I found it difficult until I had one of those marvelous moments of insight that come every once in a while. I realized I made my decisions based on what was available at the time, that unfortunately didn't include a crystal ball. I had no way to see into the future. Crystal ball. Once I'd accepted that, I felt a lot better about the whole process of making decisions and making mistakes. You can only do what you can do. There's no way to obtain information that is based in the future. The future has no free access. So we do the best we can with what we have available to us in the present. I hope that helps, and good luck to you.